Okay, so you got your model all done and we're getting into the fancy stuff and you want to do idle animations and dances. So let's cover that in this video. Jeez, you click on a video and you assume that it'd actually tell you what you want to hear. It's a sarcasm. Okay, so you can either use an emote box like this if you want to add extra emotes other than just the original 7 or 8 that it comes with in VRChat. Otherwise, we can create our own idle animations that we download from the internet wherever you want to download them from. So we have like sit animations and dances and stuff. I'm just going to import, I don't know, Chica Dance. Why not? Doesn't really matter. Also, apparently comes with the MP3. Didn't really know that. Whatever. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to click on our model, scroll to the bottom. We have a action layer, which is what we're going to get into, and base layer. So our base locomotion layer is for our idle animations. Our action layer is for our dances. So I'm going to do idle animations first, then we'll get into dances after. So I'll just click on base. And if we notice we have, if we click on the dots here, it also brings it up here. So we can just click on that. And when we click on it again on base, it will highlight it in our section here, which is really nice. So we could just Control D it to duplicate and drag it back into our model. Again, I just like to do this to keep everything organized, especially if you're sending this to someone else, if you need help or anything. Because a lot of times they have to delete the VRChat SDK to be able to see the model properly. Oh, do I already have a... Oh. I already have a... I already have a locomotion layer done in this one. Whatever. I'll just make sure not to click on locomotion to actually choose the right one. Jeez. Alright, so now we want to drag and drop our locomotion layer into our base. Want to open it up, and you notice that it doesn't really have a lot in here. So first thing I'll go over is these little transitions here with the upright, greater than, or less than, right? This actually chooses when these animations will automatically trigger for our idle animations. And then these are the whole bunch of different triggers you got here. There's a lot, right? That decide when we want to play a falling animation. If you don't want your avatar to have a falling animation, you can always just grab this transition and just yeet it out of existence. Or if you really want to, you can tinker with these values at the bottom here. A lot of times you could set this velocity a lot higher and it'll just, won't make it play, but you'll still have the animations there, which is also nice. But yeah, we'll just delete that. We'll have our standing. Why is that VRC standing locomotion? Why are these? Ah, yes, because these are all here. So you gotta grab these, duplicate them all, and drag and drop them onto our model. Joy. And if you notice, I've already created ones called idle crouch, idle prone. Prone is laying down. Crouch is obviously crouching. Then we have idle, which is just idle standing. Obviously, we can rename these ones here to whatever we wish. I'll just name these to prone. God, this can get really hard to remember since I have these all in one frickin' section, whatever. Oh, they're all right next to you. Idle crouch, idle prone. Wait, no, that's not right. Alright, we got prone, idle, and crouch. There we go. They're all in 3 different positions. That's wonderful, right? So easy to follow. Whatever. Once you've downloaded an animation you want to put in, let's grab, I don't know, our prone animation. We can grab it laying down, and we'll grab it to where the position is default for both, so you're not moving around at all. So we'll just put that in there. Otherwise, these position movement ones, these are actually saying, oh, have you moved this direction in this amount of time? Play this animation. So those are just crawling animations and such for this one. And again, you can do that for your crouch animation. So we just go in there, and we can find our crouching animation. Again, put it to where we're not moving. Again, if you want to choose or change your moving animations, how you crawl and stuff, if you want to like roll around and stuff, if you can find a rolling animation, just put that into those, make sure they're set to the right values, right? Well, now that we have those in there, we can actually go to our animator up here, go to our prone, can just drag and drop our new ones here. So we got prone, we got crouching, doink, and standing. We obviously didn't change it, but we can drag and drop it in there anyways. And those are pretty much all set. Again, we just got to make sure that this is actually on our model, which is good. So now we have our idle animations. Now we can get into dances. So we can go to our default action, press the tab here, scroll down to action layer, and it will auto find it for us, which is wonderful. Duplicate that, drag and drop this onto our model once again, and we can name this to action layer. Once again, taking it, putting it onto our model. Once I find it, there we go. Doink. So now when we open up this one, you see this is a whole mess of things, right? So these ones here, these are actually your default animations. If you really want to, they do already use the VRChat emote values, so you can actually use these if you wanted to. Or you can create your own if you really want to as well, but yeah. So you notice there's quite a few here, right? It goes all the way from frickin' 1 all the way to, was it 16? Yeah, it comes with 16 default ones. But yeah, if we wanted to change these, we could just go into, I don't know, we don't want standing wave, we want to have our dance. So again, you can either create a new state, or you can drag the new animation in there and then create your transitions to it. Actually, no, we'll do it that way. We'll leave these ones as is. We'll just go into here. Those are sitting, standing. Interesting. Okay, so then we will find our Chica dance. We'll drag and drop this into here. We'll right click on this, click on that, right click on that, and click on that. So then we're going to go here, make sure that our exit time is off. Why is this menu so small? Whatever. Make sure our condition is set to VRC emote is equals to, and we're going to do 17 because we're not overriding any of the existing ones. I like how not all these have proper transitions. I guess if you want it to loop, right, you would obviously have the animation out, so you'd just put, not equal to, yeah, and then you put not equal to your 17. Otherwise, if you only want to play once, you can actually just have no condition in here, so we just select that and remove it, just so we don't have it loop, right? Again, we can remove has exit time. Oh, wait. Ah, I see. You do need exit time. That is interesting. So if it's looping, you don't need an exit time. Otherwise, if it is looping, you do need an exit time. I like how it preset that value. I wonder if that's actually the animation length. Let's go into the animation here. Oh, that is way longer. So that's like 98 seconds. So let's has exit time. Is that actually accurate? Those are not accurate. Okay. So we'll do this to like 97 seconds. Will it actually let us play it? Maybe not. Whatever. But yeah, now that we have our animation in there, we have the transition, we can actually go to our model here. We need to go to our parameters section, right? Because we did add dances, so we will be using VRC emotes. Then we have to find, if I can click it, geez, there we go. Need to add, and if you're ever curious what it's called, you can always just click on here, highlight it, Control C, go back into your parameters and just add components. This one will be an integer, and we'll just put in VRC emote. Obviously, we do not want these saved because we don't want to be playing an emote as soon as we go back into our model. But now we can actually go into our menu. Let's see. God, I have too many options here. Jesus Christ. Add control, and we'll put like, I don't know, Chica dance, right? We'll put VRC emote of a value of 17. If I can actually click on things today, geez. Let's see, will it have to be a button or toggle? Let us do toggle. Even though it will play for the amount of time and then end, whatever, it doesn't matter that it's always on. Otherwise, if it was on loop, you'd have to have it set to button or have it set to toggle. But yeah, that should play the animation. Otherwise, if we want to actually play the music, if we go to our Chica dance, I wonder if they actually included it in the animation. Let's see. They did not. So if you notice in here, there's a bunch of animator movements and shape keys and stuff to change the facial expressions, right? But there isn't actually a section for the music. So if we want to add the music, there's actually a really cheeky way we can add it. I do want to make sure right defaults are off on this. Doink, because that will break music if it isn't enabled or isn't off. So we're actually going to go into our model. We're going to go into our we'll find our armature. Doesn't really matter. We'll add a component. We'll put in our sound audio source. My bad. We'll grab our audio clip here. I do recommend going to your spatial blend, putting this to like 1. This just makes sure it's not world music. Volume 0.4 is usually good. We do not want it to loop because our animation is not looping. Otherwise, max distance, we could do like 25. Min distance, that's before it starts falling off, we'll go like a 5, so it's full volume at there. We're actually going to change this to 3. There we go. And we have it on play on wake. We do not have loop enabled. It's actually attached to our thing. We want disabled by default. So now what we get to do, we get to click on our model. We get to go over to our controller here, and we want to drag our FX layer onto it. Again, I have too many things in this section here, so I'm just going to drag this into there, go into animation. We're going to find, wait, did we not? Action layer is in there, and it is an action layer. Whatever. I have another cheeky way of doing this. So if we go to our FX layer, go over to layers, all parts. Again, because we create eyes close, that's there. We can actually go over to Chica Dance. We can just drag and drop that in there. So now when we go over to our animation tab, should be added. Cool. Now we can hit record, go over to our audio source, and enable it. As you can see, a bunch of these are missing because our model actually doesn't have those. But yeah, as you can see, audio source enabled at keyframe 0. We can leave record mode. We can go back to our model here, change FX layer to none, and remove that from there. So now that audio source is actually enabled when the animation plays and only when it plays. And we also added it to our menu, so now we have a toggle to enable it. So now when we go into game, we select Chica Dance. It will automatically play that music with the animation as well. Enjoy! And now when we crouch or lay down, it will have our laying and crouching animations in there. And if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button. If you disliked it, why are you still watching? There's so many YouTubers that do this kind of stuff better, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!